The show you are about to listen to is intended for mature audience only. There will be things said that may not be appropriate for younger audience and may offend you. We at Whatever Talk would like to apologize in advance, but really, get over it.
Zang Pola. Do folks, I'm gonna do that again. I'm trying to be more fluid. I practiced it. I practiced it this time. Kuzulang Pola. Do folks.
Exactly the same, but
exactly the same.
Even worse that time, but
that is the that is the Danzonka.
Okay.
People. Of course, it's not the whole, you don't pronounce this D. DZONGKHA. People. Welcome to Whatever Talk, the show where we talk about whatever we seem to be talking about at the time. I'm your host, Donnie, and I got my man, Kev.
What's happening?
What is happening with you?
Nothing much, man. Same old get up.
That's cool. You've been good. That's been good.
Oh, yeah. You been all right?
Oh, yeah, I've been good, man. Cool. Tired as heck. Dang on job. Had me on 6 weeks. 6 weeks. I'm still tired. Had me on 6 days. And
okay.
For some reason, this time around, the 6 days just beat me down for some reason.
Damn.
Yeah, maybe my immunity is starting to wear off.
We talking about whatever that's on your mind. Speak your mind, don't be shy. This is your time to shine.
I'm gonna start off with stupid customers. My opportunity to say something back to this stupid customer.
Oh.
Man, I was mad because when I thought about it, I was like, dang, that would have been a good one to say, man. But I was just ready to go. It was my last store. I'm ready to go. My 6 days is almost done for.
Right.
Like, man, I don't even want to deal with you right now. But right. He just asked me a simple question: do I work here? The big freaking 7 with the word up. Next, this is right on my whole chest. It's kind of like how The Rock got that tat on his chest.
Right.
That's the logo I work for. It has that right on my chest. And they asked me, do I work here still? But again, brush it off. Nah, I don't work here. And then he gonna say, what are you? Just some random guy that pull random pallets out?
But you know, and to their defense, which is still kind of dumb, but because I know that when I was coming up, if I saw anybody actually doing work in the store, I assumed that they worked for the store. Like, you don't think like, oh, they work for a contract company that deliver the products to here and then they put it up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody don't put it together like that. You know what I'm saying?
And you're absolutely right. But to my defense, majority of the time, I'm not facing my back towards them.
Right,
we be face to face, and you should be able to see that big 7 with the word up next to it.
And even if it's got like a whatever the brand you work for, Miller Lite or whatever, people still like, you know what I'm saying? They still assume that they still like, they think like, okay, I guess Miller Lite gave them some free shirts and stuff like that. They think all kind of stuff, I guess, instead of thinking like, oh, he delivering the product. You know, they not thinking.
You know what I say to that? And you're right. They're not thinking because they rather go through what you just said versus taking the time out to think for 2 seconds.
Right. And then I guess they figure, for me to figure it out quicker, let me just ask a nigga if he worth it.
And that's when you get labeled stupid. So I guess more people than I thought that don't care about what other people think about them there. I guess it's more people like that because that's when we think that you're stupid now.
Right, exactly.
But because again, majority of the time I'm facing them and I'm not pulling because even when I pull my pallets, I don't even pull my pallets walking backwards. I turn around and pull like with my arms in back of me.
Right.
So no matter what, I'm always facing a customer unless they got their back towards me.
Right. So he said what? So what, you was just some random?
Yeah. So you just some random guy that pull random pallets out and stuff. I wanted to reply, but then I just pointed to myself.
Oh man, I would have said something.
I pointed to myself, and somebody else was with him, and she said, "No, he's 7-Up," and that's how she said it too.
Like, you idiot.
Yeah, because he is.
Can't believe I'm in the store with you.
I was like, he is an idiot. But again, in my head, after this all going, I was like, dang, I missed my moment to say, are you some random guy that asks random people that they work here at stores or something?
Right. Well, I would have said, are you some random guy asking people random idiotic questions?
Or that.
Right.
Either one was cool with me, and I just missed my opportunity.
Right.
And then is this other guy, not in the same day. I don't know if I could take 5 stupid people in one day. But this other guy, I was at Myers at this one, had my stuff put out on the pallet, putting my stuff up. And then this guy goes up to, rap looking for stuff, and then came back around the pallet and didn't ask me, is there any deals on this pallet? I'm saying, huh? Is there any deals on this pallet?
We don't sell by the pallet. What's wrong with this thing?
This one is way more stupid than the random guy asking random questions to random people.
Oh man, you ain't even. Well, I see why. You just hear the question.
It was a piggyback to the question. Oh. Are there any deals on this pallet? Are they the same price that says it on the tag over there? So you do know how to read the freaking sale tag.
Oh man!
Freaking people are stupid, man. The customer
deals on this pallet.
On the pallet, that's a new one. So I give them, you know what? I give them 3 stars just for asking a new question. You know.
For being creative, huh?
Exactly. He was the creative dummy. Creative.
Boy, dummy. Hey, boy, you creative. You creative. You're dumb, but you're creative.
So I'm like, oh my goodness, man. And then not only today, but I want to say yesterday or maybe the other day, I got into it with this old cat on the lazy cart.
Oh, the little people don't feel like people don't feel like going around being lazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, I call it the lazy cart because I'm
trying to act like they a little cripple.
Mm-hmm. Not even the old people that be on it need it.
Nah. Nobody need it.
The lazy cart.
Right. That need to be called the lazy boy, not the actual lazy boy chair. That's the lazy boy right there.
Exactly.
Y'all ain't got no more lazy boys. Nah, nigga, you got to walk. Go ahead.
Oh man, yes, that should be the lazy boy.
That's the lazy boy right there.
I'm gonna act Kroger's again. This aisle is kind of narrow, but the way I position the pallet when I pull it out, people can go through with their cart still, but not the lazy cart.
Okay.
I didn't even have my pallet out this time. I just want to give you an idea of how narrow this aisleway is. Mm-hmm. Pepsi is at the end of the aisle.
Right.
He had his pallet down, and it was a little down the aisleway. And the pallet jack was towards me. Mm-hmm. I'm putting up my stuff, and I'm saying it move. And I'm like, ain't nobody pulling this.
The pallet?
Yeah, the pallet started moving, slowly but moving. So I look around, it's an old guy on the lazy cart, and he's doing property damage. One of those water dispensers that they be having, pushed the cart in the pallet in that, and something fell down. I don't know how significant it was to the product, but something fell off of it. And I'm like, whoa, man, hold on, you're damaging you. Hold on. He peeked around the corner, like, it's in the way. In a way. I just said, bruh, I don't care if it was in the way. You don't do that. I was right. Like, you could have easily just asked somebody to move it.
Just ask, bro.
Or ask somebody, can they help you with a product? He was like, right. But it's in the way. Are you not hearing me? Are you not listening to anything I'm saying right now?
Right.
And then I was like, bro, dude, just back up.
And it ain't in the way if you're working too. I'm working. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
This stuff is being put up, right? Yeah.
Yep. Being put up, and I'm glad you said that because I touch on that at the end of this. So I'm like, man, back up and go get some help, man. And he just stood there.
Some help, nigga. Some help. Go get you some help. Cause you crazy.
Because he needed that too. We needed that too. So he just standing there. I mean, well, sitting there.
He just rolling.
Yeah, he's like, you gonna move it? I was like, no, I'm not about to move it because I was stupid for what you're doing. You're being stupid now. Again, just go get some help. You could have just asked me and I would have just got the product for you. Yeah, but I'm not doing jack for you now. It's like, you're highly stupid, man. I went around the aisle, went back and did some condensing. So I'm back there for a minute, grab some more product. I come back out. This
nigga on top of the pack.
Right there.
No.
He's still there. Now Pepsi right there. You know, he pulling it he getting the area situated. And now he's deciding to pull back a little bit. After Pepsi back here, I'm quite sure Pepsi was probably talking to him for a minute because I seen him just sitting there when I came around and seen Pepsi just standing there.
Right.
So I'm just making an assumption that Pepsi had some words with him, like, can you please back up? I'll move it, but he's just still there. Now the manager is here. And this is where I don't like, and I can't stand them customers, mainly white people. It's gotta be said. Who believe in that customer is always right BS, which nah.
Nah.
Nah, the customer is often wrong.
Right. Most likely wrong. Right.
Often wrong.
Right.
So I hear the manager, and I'm not saying he's from Africa. I'm just saying he's highly dark-skinned with an accent. And he's over here apologizing. I'm sorry, I'm this and this and this and that. And now I'm like, let me stop because I'm probably about to get in the fraction now. He probably gonna call me because I'm laughing now at him and him. Both of these the two dudes. I'm laughing.
So you taking them for joke at this point?
Yeah, because it is a joke.
No,
the manager is a joke too. Because I can't stand those managers out there doing that PCBS as usual. Yeah. And like, no, I'm not apologizing. First of all, you destroyed or damaged my freaking this water dispenser, and come to find out this whole time, that's what he was trying to get.
Oh.
So it can't even work. So whatever it failed from it was significant enough to not make it work now that he damaged. This cat just moseying on down the aisle. Now that it's clear, the manager just being manager. And of course, this old cat was white, so old white too. Like, he should have been dead a long time ago, white.
He probably only about 56.
Probably so.
They age terribly.
So by him being his age, I'm just assuming his granddaddy had some slaves.
Right.
But man, yeah, that customer is always right BS. And he came in today again.
The old man?
Yeah, the old man came in today again. He came down the aisle the same way. Wasn't nothing in his way but me this time. And he was like, you're in the way again.
Oh, he was being silly.
No. He was being for serious, like you're in the way again.
It was just you in the aisle. No,
I have my palate too. Yeah, I have my palate too. But again, it's always in a position to where you can get by with your car, but not the lazy car.
Was he in the lazy car?
Yep. And I laughed at him. I'm like, look, dude, what is it that you want?
From me, nigga. What do you want from me, nigga?
Me. He gonna say the dumbest thing that you can say in the aisle that you in right now. I'm like, what is it that you want? I'm trying to get something to drink. Duh. What is it that you want?
Right. What
you in the pop exactly. Of course, you're in the aisle that I work in, which is the liquid aisle. Of course, you're trying to get something to drink. I will assume so. So what is it? I don't even know if, what they have. Dude, you know what you drink all the time. You know what you got in your mind. What is
there
it
might be a new drink that came out or something, sir.
I'm like, I just say, you know what, man? Go get some help. And just left it alone. He went. Wow. He just backed up, went around, and started looking for. I think, what is it? You ever heard of it's called a townhouse or something like that? Or
Townhouse crackers?
No. It's a drink. It's a pop that's called Town something. But anywho, it was that he was looking for, but still
so
took
he
forever.
was looking for something specific that he knew he was looking for.
Exactly.
Oh,
he went
okay.
straight to it. When he went around the aisle, he went straight to it. I'm like, God dang it, boy. I tell you, niggas.
Right, he was definitely a nigga.
Man. Niggas, man, I tell you.
Damn. Oh, nigga.
Speaking of this cat, man, it brings me to a stupid phrase. To me, it's always played or heard stupid to my perception.
Okay, so this is something that we're familiar with.
Yeah, we're highly familiar with this. Wrong place, wrong time. Is there ever a wrong place at the right time, or vice versa?
Right. For a criminal, it is.
But at some point in time, it would have to be a wrong place. Yeah, just the wrong place. I shouldn't be here, but it's the right time. Or it's the right time because I suppose, but it's the wrong place. You know?
I've heard them say, "Yo, he was at the right place at the wrong time."
I heard that too. That's why I said vice versa. You can say that any different ways, but
yeah,
I hear that one the most common.
But that one actually makes sense. Like the right place, just at the wrong time.
Wrong time. It makes
like if you go in
sense.
5 minutes, if you go in somewhere and something happened, or you go in and something happened, and you like, damn, I'm at the right place at the wrong time. I should have came tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You go to
Walmart.
Walmart.
I need to be here because I got some work to do here, but I should have came tomorrow.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So the right place at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying?
That one implies to me in the old nigga.
yeah. Exactly.
I'm at the place I'm supposed to be, but if I would have known that he was gonna be here at this time, I would have came later.
Exactly.
Oh man.
That wrong place, wrong time. Yeah, that right there. That's dumb, though.
Yeah, I don't get that. It has to be the right time at some point, or it has to be the right place at some time.
Right. And like, what was you even doing there if it's wrong, like altogether? Like, how you even get there? Like, what?
Hold on. Because if it's the wrong place, wrong time, are they saying that you shouldn't have never been here to begin with?
Right.
Because that's what it seems like it happened. If it's the wrong place.
That's kind of what it sounds like.
Okay, let's say I am a recovery. Oh, sure. I shouldn't maybe use that going on what I'm about to do, what we about to talk about next, but
what'd you say?
But hey, it's already said now. It's already said now. But so this say yes.
Recovering addict?
Yes. Well, I didn't say a recovery. I didn't say an addict, but I would assume that if you're recovering from so there go with addict. From an injury. An injury. Yeah. So yes, recovering addict. Yes, it makes more sense as an addict. Just say I'm a recovering addict and I'm at the spot and it get raided. Wrong place, wrong time. You shouldn't have never been here to begin with.
Right.
So maybe that's what that is implying, or what it's meant for. You ain't supposed to be here to begin with.
Why is that bad for the addict that a place got raided?
I'm not recovering. I shouldn't be here. I've been recovering for X amount of time, and here I am standing at the doorstep at the spot. So I shouldn't be here. This is the wrong place.
A dope spot being raided. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I'm a recovering addict. I shouldn't be at the spot.
Yeah, you definitely shouldn't.
Wrong place.
Yeah, that's
wrong place. Now it gets raided. Wrong time.
Yeah.
You never shouldn't have been there to begin with.
Yeah.
That's probably what that is for.
That's what they mean, actually. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Hey,
that's at the wrong place at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hey, that's okay.
Like when somebody get killed or something, people say that. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, I always hear it's always said in a subtle way, like it was just the wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, like it's not serious enough. Like
exactly.
Like it's too blasé with it.
Yeah, so now I'm conflicted with, hey, I shouldn't have been here to begin with type thing now.
Right.
So hey, that's what conversation is about.
Right, exactly.
Now, segue DMX.
The dog. R.I.P.
That's why I said maybe I shouldn't use this analogy because what we're about to talk about next.
Well, everybody know he was on dope, man.
Oh, of course. Well, not
he was
everybody.
A dope fiend for he was a dope fiend for he even blew up.
Before rapping. Yeah, before rapping.
He probably was on crack when it first jumped up.
That he was getting it on the floor. Getting it on the floor. Since the last recording, DMS has passed away. Thought I should just acknowledge that. Like, hey, the man was off the chain. And I'm listening to him some more. I always stated this. DMX is not in my top 5, but he can replace somebody in my top 5 easily.
Anybody specific, or you just mean like he can go in my top 5?
Oh,
he could
man.
go in there.
Okay, now this might be a conversation because when I'm about to tell you who he can replace, it's kind of like, ooh, you sure?
As long as you ain't about to say nobody like Cube or something.
Oh, I just exactly who I was about to say.
Oh, you wildin'. You wildin'. I gotta go, bro. I gotta go.
Man, dude, why you always in my mind, man? You on that voodoo, man. But no. But
yeah,
yes.
Oh,
no. I'm joking about the replace Q.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm like that. I did think about it though. Because I'm like, hey man, our Cube is a freaking beast. DMS is a freaking beast. And I'm like, dang.
They both beasts though.
They
would just both have to be somewhere in there. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
for me.
DMS is I'm sorry, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead.
I was going to say DMS is a very high rank on the honorable mentions.
Definitely.
Like he
would be on an honorable mention for me. Like he's not in my 5 like that. You know what I'm saying? But he's definitely a mention.
He's not in my 5, but he's most definitely 6.
Right.
I think our first glance of hearing DMS, especially from these new cats, I'm only going off my little man and the stuff he listens to. And my kids and my nephews, nieces and nephews.
Right.
Listening to DMS, they'd be like, yuck.
Right.
And say it just like that. DMS is a lyricist.
Definitely. Now he's not like a metaphoric lyricist, but he's a lyricist.
And I will say this.
Right.
Any type of DMS fan, if you don't got Slippin' on your playlist, you automatically not a DMS fan.
For real.
That song tells it all the way up to present day DMS.
He tell you basically how he got to where he at. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, how he became Dark Man.
You know what I'm saying?
You most definitely slipping if you ain't got it on your playlist and claiming you a fan.
I agree.
Moving on, man. This might be some conversational pieces right here. I got a question for you. Because this kind of gets on me when it comes to grown people. But everybody overall, do you get bored?
Do I get bored?
Yeah, bored. Like, oh, I'm bored. Do you get any type of bored?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah? You want to elaborate on that?
If it's just nothing to do, or, you know what I'm saying? Or it might be, that's boring. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right. I get that. I get it.
Having nothing to do is just plain boring. You know what I'm saying? All
your hobbies is out of commission.
You mean when I am bored? I mean all the hobbies are out of commission?
I'm just asking I'm just for in general, not just you per se. My bad. I did specifically sprout that at you. No, I'm just saying because from my point of view, when I hear I'm bored, I just be like, man, you grown. Like you ain't got nothing you like to do. Like it's already somewhat nerve.
Right. No,
it's
I
already
get it.
nerve-wracking when it comes to a kid saying it, but I can see why a kid would say that, not understanding that they know not what they speak all the time. But when a grown person says, it's kind of like, so you ain't got nothing you like to do.
See, you looking at it like a grown-up should never be bored, but most people look at it like you a kid. A kid should never be bored.
Wait, I see that on both sides, actually.
Like a grown-up, like, you know what I'm saying? They might get off work, come to the crib and look around like, like that's why like grown-ups, sometimes they just go to sleep because they was bored. But a kid, they don't want to go to sleep.
They don't want to.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like they don't want to go to sleep.
And the reason behind why they don't go to sleep is just the most reread reason to me. I'm going to miss something. Yeah, you're a reread. We all missing something.
Exactly.
It's all right, kid. It's all right. You're a reread, kid. It's all right. It's all right.
But I do believe, you know, a grown person can be.
Okay. You know all right. I just wanted to hear it see what somebody else had to say.
Right, because you obviously don't think that a grown person can be bored.
No, I don't, because myself, I'm never bored. I'm never not doing what I don't want to do. Like if I feel like if I'm sitting in front of the TV, I want to be sitting in front of the TV. I am being entertained by that. Or majority of the time, I'll rather play the TV, meaning playing the video game, playing the game. I'd rather play the TV versus watch the TV. You know, so I'm always, or I'm editing. Like I'm doing that more so than anything, as far as extracurricular type stuff now. Because I got a lot to do with editing, and plus, again, I enjoy it. So let's get that. So again, I'm not trying to say, hey, everybody should be like me, or like we talked about last recording, where everybody don't think like you. I'm not trying to say it like that. That's why I'm trying to be like, when I hear it from grown people, it's just like, dude, like you literally got a ball in your hand right now, dude.
Right. But that's not even something that's in my vocabulary. I don't even say I'm bored.
Yeah, I don't. It's not in my vocabulary either. Like
I haven't said that since I was like probably a kid, bro, or at least in my young adult days.
Yeah, young adult days. I don't think I ever said it except when I was a kid. I can't recall ever in my adult days to said it either. Even my young adult days, I can't recall.
But like a grown person shouldn't even be saying that. Like, I'm bored. Like, what? Like, I'm bored. You almost sound kind of gay. Like, I'm bored. Like, man,
where's your shirt?
Right. Hey, man.
It's like, man, like, but what you said earlier, if a grown person say that, dude, just take your butt to bed.
Right. Go to sleep.
Just go. Just good
no
night.
Sleep.
That's the next statement after that. I'm bored. Good night, Nick.
Right.
But like I don't know. Again,
you go to bed.
Yeah. Dream about what you say.
Right.
It just. Yeah. The word bored is just like nobody should never be bored. Like. You should always have some type of hobby. Only from a kid, though. Like, you ain't got no hobbies. I don't feel like doing them. Then you want to be bored then.
But I do understand that you can be bored with something.
Yeah, I can see that you can be bored with something.
I'm bored with that. Like, do this. Well, I'm bored with that. I did that. It's boring now.
Yeah. Oh, I totally understand. But that's when you find something new.
Right. True.
Yeah, something new.
True.
There's no need to be bored. This is my statement to everybody who say they bored. And I have stated this numerous times to the kids. I'm bored. Well, stop it. Just stop it.
Right.
The only way to not be bored is to stop being bored. Like, just stop it.
Right. Hey.
It's like, man,
don't be. Yep.
Yeah, do something then if you're bored. Like, that's it. That's what I really feel like. Like, you should never be bored because just do something
True.
Just do it.
True. And I get that.
That should never be formed to come out of anyone's mouth. The word, a lot of people take the word should as saying that I want everybody to not say that. I'm just giving some advice. I just feel like you should not be saying I'm bored,
right?
If kid or not, especially if you're a kid, but especially if you're an adult.
Especially if you're an adult, man. Wipe that out your vocab.
If you're a grown person that gets bored, you fall for peer pressure.
Right.
For real though.
Right. Probably get hurt all the time.
And you like and
breaking bones.
Absolutely no percentage of grown people should be falling for peer pressure. Like you should have grew out of that a long time ago. So you're a grown person. You're a grown person that sprouts the words, the phrase, I'm bored. We can get you to jump off a bridge.
Right. Right.
Well, we could most definitely get you to fall off the bridge.
That's what it sounds like.
Oh man, I skipped over that. I wanted to talk about this, branching off the DMS, just sticking with the raps, but guess we got to go back to the raps. Is somebody brought it to my attention? I didn't catch this when I was listening to him. I do find him somewhat dope, but now that it's in my head, it's exactly that now. These rappers that sound the same on all their tracks. Not saying they sound like everybody else doing it, but they sound the same on all of their music that they put out. Even when they've been featured on somebody's stuff. The Baby. I did The Baby. I like his flow. Mm-hmm. But then he
brought Baby a little baby.
The Baby.
All right.
Yeah. I'm an older cat that know the difference.
Right. He from out here.
The Baby?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope the rest of them don't do this. Don't sound like The Baby on all of their tracks. But he had brought to my attention that The Baby sounds, he has the same flow on every track.
Who brought this to your attention?
Some cat to work at I talk to often.
Yeah, he do though. He do.
And I'm listening to it, and I'm like, yeah, I did this flow. Then another song, yeah, I'm still flow. And then another, why am I still digging the flow?
Right.
Like I'm digging.
But you know what though?
Over and over and over. It's the same flow with different beats.
Right.
You're not the only one. Right, Meg Thee Stallion the same one. She do the same thing. She sounds she sounds somewhat the same way on all her tracks. The Migos.
Yeah, but you know who do that from back in the day, but they were still dope though. A few members of Bone.
He was a Bone.
Bone. Yeah. And it's funny because I heard a song yesterday. I didn't hear the whole thing, but I heard a song yesterday. It was Busy Bone featuring DMX. I had never even knew they had a song because they even made a video for it.
Yeah, I kind of don't dig it, so I skip over it.
And he sound just like he sound any other time.
I can see that from Busy. I can see that from Busy, and I can most definitely see it from Flesh.
Flesh be doing that, bro.
Flesh is the same on all his songs.
Yeah, no matter how the beat go.
Yep.
I guess we didn't care since we was big fans.
Thinking back to their older stuff, yes, they did somewhat. East 99, one of my favorite albums of theirs.
Period. That album goes so.
They did sound.
That album goes so hard, bro.
They did sound somewhat the same on majority of the tracks. Now that I think back to it, but when they went solo, I did see a difference in the way that they tweaked out their flows. I think it's a difference between a rap style and the flow of the like we got fast rappers, Bone, but not all the Bone's music is fast. And that's the main argument that everybody go to, which I hate too, when somebody talk about Bone. When they rap too fast, you can't understand them. Like, if you actually listen to Bone in the way you claim you do, a lot of their stuff is not as fast as you think. They can go fast,
right?
But a lot,
right?
Yeah,
we used to know what they were saying.
I still know what they say. That's why I be telling people, you got to be
right.
born with the bonus status. You just can't wake up one morning and say you're a bone, man.
right.
You got to be born with the bone. That junk got to run through your blood, man. But yeah, I'm not biased on none of my stuff, man. You know that. And yes, think it back. Bone was they kind of had the same flow, but they tweaked it out slightly. Yeah. I will say that. And I will say this too, because this is of course you will pick up and notice things when you listen to a set group as heavily as at least I did. Bone, they actually got better as they went on. Like they got better and better and better, and not just coming out with the same flow and the same thing they talk about. Especially Crazy. Crazy is my favorite of any rapper of all times. Crazy is a lyricist, and metaphorically on both lyricist and saying the metaphors, dope as heck.
Right.
These other cats,
I agree with that.
These other cats, they come out with the same beat. Give it the dick, give it the beat, dick, give it the beat, new beat, give it the dick, beat, give it the beat. Dip it, new beat, dip it the dick, dip it, dip it the dick, a new beat, dip it the dick, dip it the dick. It's the same flow, man. Give me something different. Give me something different.
I definitely want to hear the baby spit differently.
Oh, and yes, he got a dope flow. So let me hear you switch up that flow of yours, man. I don't say that too much about new cats, man. I don't say that. Baby special. He should take it.
Right. A lot of people say they like him too. Like a lot of people like in the industry, like when people saying who they listen to right now, they be like, I like the baby. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They'll say him.
Yeah, he got to grow. He need to stop being a baby and grow up. Right. What's his name? The cat who's snitching on everybody. That same beat. The first album and straight out of on the first, and he comes back with the same flow.
6ix9ine?
No, T Grizzly.
You said the cat who's snitching on her. I thought you were talking about 6ix9ine, like really snitching on people.
No, but
he really snitching on people.
Not only is he snitching on people, he not even trying to hide the fact that he's trying to set you up.
Right, nah. He embraced the fact that he a rat.
Exactly. He like, hey, go over there. That's the setup area. That's when I'ma yell. He over here, and that's when you gonna probably do something. But anyway I go over there right now so we can start it.
Exactly, bro.
It's like, dang, he don't even care.
I ain't even heard from him in a couple months anyway.
He probably, the mafia.
Probably took him out.
Probably took him out. No, he was just in the media, I want to say a week or two ago though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yep. But he was setting somebody up though. He was trying to set up somebody.
Right. Talking about, there you go.
Two more quick things real quick, then we go ahead out. This one should be a bypass, because I don't even want to go in no further than this, because they saying that us humans could evolve to be venomous. Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, man. I don't even want to entertain that.
Let's move on. The stuff I read on that too, man, it's like,
they wild.
In a nutshell, anything with saliva glands can pretty much evolve to be venomous. Yeah.
Well, it's really gonna be running from people.
Exactly, man.
He gonna get me.
He gonna spit on me. Freaking walking around human-sized Komodo dragons and junk.
Well, shit, people with disease, they venomous.
But if they bite you, you ain't gonna get what they got.
Right.
You
could.
Unless they got rabies. If they got rabies, they bite you. But rabies.
And if they spit on you and they spit in your eye or on an open cut, you can get what they got.
You know what? You probably could. It could turn into a flesh-eating disease on that open wound. So you know what? You're right. Don't brush your teeth for a couple of days. And then go.
And you might be able to kill somebody.
Exactly. And hiss on somebody. Hit on somebody at the wrong place at the wrong time, though.
Or lick somebody in the wrong spot.
But yeah, man, that was boy.
Just lick me.
Boy, scientists and the things that people believe in just because a scientist said so.
It's crazy, bro.
So
it's crazy.
Like, I was thinking about the stuff that the stuff that I be thinking about and talking about. I'm listening to other podcasts, supposedly open-minded cats, and I see there's another breed of open-minded people. Like, again, we all may be open-minded, but we ain't the same.
Right. Exactly. Nah, we ain't the same just because we open-minded.
Yeah, you know, and cool. That's highly cool.
We ain't necessarily like-minded. Yeah. We open-minded.
Bam.
Yeah.
A group of open-minded whoever ain't like-minded people. They just open-minded and open to hear things. So, but that being said,
because you might look at another open-minded person like, what the hell is he talking about? Nah. Yeah. I don't agree with that.
And what I'm trying to say is, we got the cats who believe in aliens, that believe that some humans or all of humans most likely are a mixed breed of what they call the reptilians. I don't know if you ever heard of that before. They believe in the aliens and they're reading all these unsolved mysteries and all this stuff and being startled by stuff that's being recorded back in the 60s or later. And I'm like, yes, I'm plausible to all of this stuff. I'm not going to just write off the existence of Bigfoot like that. You know, at one point in time, it could have actually been a Bigfoot. I'm quite sure it was a Loch Ness monster at one point in time. But for you to think that Loch Ness monster can swim around here and still alive, being the only one, no, you're stupid. You can't possibly believe in that open-minded other person. It's like it would have to be some type of colony for you to keep seeing Loch Ness monsters now.
Right.
It's like
exactly. People funny. The Loch Ness monster. It's the one.
It's 2000. It's the one.
the one that our grandparents and them used to talk about.
It's the Loch Ness monster. The one from the 1800s. The Loch Ness monster. Yes, there's never in any
We've seen him.
Even though there's
in
never
2021.
In 2021. Even though all the stuff that we read about the Loch Ness monster and other reptiles and other dinosaurs never lived to be this old. But this Loch Ness monster is the Loch Ness monster.
He did.
From the 1800s. He did, though.
It's the Sasquatch.
It's something you didn't know that they kept secret about the Loch Ness monster. He's magical.
Right.
That's why he's
immortal.
That's why he's able to be the Loch Ness monster.
Right.
But
he'll never die.
I'm hearing all of that and talking about the things that I talked about, especially when it comes to the religious side of the stuff that I'm talking about. Yes, out of all of everything that I talk about, I take my own stuff with a grain of salt.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I believe that this Bible is fake. Yes, I believe that dinosaurs probably existed, but it probably didn't, you know?
Right.
You know?
Right. Exactly.
I have, like I always stated, I have thoughts about the thoughts that I think about. So I'm not just stuck and set in stone on my own beliefs.
That's good. Right.
Like, these people are freak. These other open-minded people are nuts.
You're not open-minded. You crazy-minded.
Exactly. You done plumb gone crazy.
You done gone plumb bone. Plumb bone crazy.
Yeah, you believe in it. That's cool and all. Hey, I believe in it too, but man, you got to think about the probably part. You keep leaving out probably.
Right. Yeah. that you know what I'm saying, the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, stupid saying, but yeah.
Right. Exactly. Right. Right.
You know, we gotta keep saying the stupid saying so other stupids can come on, get a little
so they can understand.
Yeah, so
right. Oh, that's my language. Right.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
Stupid phrases is kind of like layman's terms.
Right. Exactly.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Whatever Talk. It's been an awesome recording. As usual, I like every recording that we did. Every recording.
For sure.
It's all different conversations, other perspectives, other open-minded people.
Mm-hmm.
Give your shout outs, man.
Hey, man, shout out to the family, man. Mine and yours, and everybody out there, the listeners, the viewers, and everybody, man. Appreciate y'all.
Awesome. Man. I want to give a shout out to the listeners as well. You guys are awesome. Probably more awesome than what you probably think you are awesome, especially for listening to Whatever Talk. You can't be more awesome.
Can't be more awesomer than that.
And I want to give a shout out to my fam, my wife, my kids. We love y'all. In the next episode of Whatever Talk, whatever.
If you would have made it this far, but then you made it to the end of the show, you can stay posted, but we gotta go. But wait a minute, leave a comment, tell us what you think about it. Come again, tell a friend, tell whoever listening. Whatever Talk.